Hi, this is Mr. Capper. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this practice part number 2. So you want to start with a new design. Or you might already have a new design up already. Now, you're always going to start with a 2D sketch. Choose whatever plane you want. It doesn't matter which one. And then make sure, and I keep forgetting this, make sure that you change this to inches for this project. Hit OK. Now, the line tool. You can click on here and click the line every time, or notice this gives you the shortcut right here. That's why the L is there. If you just hit L, it'll automatically come up line, and that's what I'm going to do in the future because otherwise this would take forever. So I start at the origin. You don't have to. You left click and then you pull up. You let go. You do not hold down this button. Now it's 2 blocks. One of the blocks is 0.75. You take that times 2 and you get 1.5. You hit enter. Notice it goes to the angle 90. Yes, that's what you want is 90 degrees. Hit enter. And who knows why it asks for a second time how long you want it to be. Hit enter again. You have to enter 3 times. Hit L for line. You want to start at this point and go over by 1 block, which is 0.5. Hit enter, enter, enter. All right, line again. Go down by 0.75. Enter, enter, enter. Now notice I made a mistake on purpose. You can fix this dimension. It should be 0.75. So if I double click on it, I can make it the right size. L for line. Go out and you want this to be 0.75. Hit enter 3 times. And don't worry about where this dimensions show up. Yours might show up in a different spot. They are imaginary. They don't matter. The size of them I does, but where they're positioned, they're not going to show up in the real world. 0.75, hit enter 3 times. And then hit L for line 1 more time and just close it off. Make sure it's closed. If it's not closed, this would not be tan. I could show you what would happen. I could do this, and let's say I missed and I went like that. Notice it does not light up. So anytime you want to get rid of something too, you can highlight it and hit delete. So line, boom. So now what you want to do is stop this sketch. You want to extrude it so that it is 3D. Notice it says select the profile. And then it wants to know right here how much you want to extrude it by. 1 block, 0.75, enter. Now, if I hold down shift in the center scroll wheel, I can orbit this part. We also want to put text on here, so go to the sketch, then text. It's going to ask you, where do you want to draw this? I want you to put this on this face. Now on mine, I put a number 2. You want to put your initials. If you don't put your initials, I will not count this. You must have your initials. Otherwise, I'm going to think you copied it. 0.5 looks pretty good. You can move this around like I've said before. Hit OK. Stop the sketch because you're done with it. And now you're going to extrude your initials. 0.05. Enter. Then you're going to go up to modify appearance. Notice it has an A, so you could just hit A if you wanted. And then once again, I already have opened up this paint folder. You have to scroll to get to it. So you open up the paint, and I made this red. So if you take this and you drag this, it'll light up the whole thing. Notice it defaults to painting the entire body that color. Now for the text, you want just the text to be black. So face, you're only going to make that face. Find black. I already have used it. No, it didn't. That's steel. Here it is here, and you want to click and drag it. And notice I need to zoom in some. So you're going to use your scroll wheel to zoom in. You're going to take this over and make sure it highlights. Boom. That's good. That's good. All right. That looks great. And so last thing you want to do is save. I would almost do it at the beginning, but I keep forgetting to do that. Save and save often. And you want to call this practice part number 2. And make sure you're saving it into this practice problems folder. Hit save, and I'm not going to hit save because I have already made this part, so I'm not saving this. So you hit save. I am not going to hit save. Let me know if you have any questions at all.